What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people of the Crasher community? How are you guys doing today? We're back with another video on the channel. Thank you very much for tuning on in, you absolute legends. So, we are back with another video to pretty much continue this ridiculous series revolving around Twitch, the topless meta, censor bars, everything. Like, seriously, what has taken place over the last couple of weeks is just absolutely asinine. Like, what type of universe are we in right now? Okay, so for those of you guys that don't know what the hell I'm rambling on about here, let me give you guys the lazy man's description of what's been taking place, especially revolving around this topless meta, which was one meta's too many that revolved around adult content and sexually implicit content that was hosted on Twitch, which, need I remind you, is not an adult platform, okay? That shit belongs to the likes of Pornhub, OnlyFans, etc. Now, I gotta be really careful with what I showcase here in this video because no doubt this video would be demonetized and or even age restricted. That's how bad it is. But essentially, somebody by the name of Morgpie went mega viral because she appeared to be topless during one of her Twitch streams. And that right there was what set everything ablaze, and not in a good way. Oh, but guys, it was just the start, because shortly after the Morgpie incident, well, Twitch decided to triple down, and I mean triple down, by introducing something called artistic nudity. Basically, a really sketchy update in regards to the sexual content policy on their site, which basically, in long story short terms, allowed for sexual content, provided there were certain labels and criteria met. So, you can begin to see where that slippery slope began, and not just began, but man did it drop all the way down to the Marianas Trench, because no doubt people would be trying to stress test that policy to see just how far they could go. Shortly after that happened, well, the entirety of the community clowned big time on Twitch, and unsurprisingly so. I mean, they showed their true colors at that point, and also showed their lack of intelligence. And hey, that's what happens when you have a chronic addiction to sniffing used e-girl panties, as well as drinking used bathwater from e-girls. It bludgeons your intelligence and your capacity for critical thinking and basic reasoning, and that right there was what Twitch made themselves out to look like. Big time. So shortly after that chaos unraveled, well, they decided to walk everything back and pretty much admit that they fucked up and they had to eat a massive pile of crow and take a massive L as a result. And here we are today. You guys are probably wondering, well, wait a second, Crasher. I mean, they walked everything back. They took the loss. Why are you making this video? Well, that would be because in lieu of this controversy, something else decided to crop up, which is a new variation of the topless meta, but this time revolving around the use of censor bars. Yes, I kid you not. Censor bars. Once again, this is a type of tactic that allows for people to imply sexual content just so that they can appeal to a bunch of horny little boys and essentially take advantage of them. And yeah, I said it. You know what? At this point, the gloves are coming off. I've got zero chill when it comes to this, because if Twitch doesn't give a fuck, then neither do I. Now, I want to reiterate something very important here, and I know I'm kind of getting a little bit repetitive when it comes to this piece right here, but this is for those that don't know my background or know my thoughts about this as much, and it's also for a special reason too, for those in the back that have a limited IQ because they destroyed their brain cells from their chronic addiction to used panty sniffing and used bathwater drinking. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about here. Here's the thing. I am a consenting male adult, and I have zero problem with this type of content. But where it starts to become a problem would it be the time and the place if it's not appropriate. the time and place that is appropriate would be on an adult designated site like Pornhub or OnlyFans, not on a non-adult designated site like Twitch, where teenagers and little children go. Now, another reason why I'm making this video is to call out yet again more double standards when it comes to Twitch. And that's also another big time thing that they are known for, ladies and gentlemen, is their blatant double standards against men and for women. Now, I'm not trying to turn this whole thing into a man versus woman issue. I am not all about that. But the reason why I bring that up is because there is biased and preferential treatment when it comes to female creators versus male creators that do the same and or similar things. And I've got the receipts to back it up here. Example number 1. Boogie2988 banned on Twitch after taking nudity meta to a whole new level. Example number 2. Twitch meta fiasco escalates as men work their Joy-Cons on censor bar streams. Now, I'm not going to exactly go into deeper details on these two articles here. I will link them in the description down below if you guys want to go and read them at your own leisure. But the reason I bring these up is to bring up the double standard example going on here. Because you have female streamers that are doing this, and they are getting away with doing the implied nudity, the censor nudity meta, whatever the fuck it's called, but yet when men end up jumping on this trend, they end up proving the point that there is double standards and bias and favoritism when it comes to Twitch. Now, I'm trying to keep this video as PG-13 as possible, but man, oh man alive, this is just absolutely messed up. And one thing I gotta give YouTube big credit for is that they would most likely not put up with this type of bullshit either or, whether you're a man or a woman. They would not put up with this type of bullshit. Yeah, YouTube made some questionable fuck-ups in the past, and sometimes their incompetence is put on display, but YouTube are fucking geniuses in comparison to Twitch, because Twitch's incompetence is always put on full display, if you know what I mean. It's really, really bad, but honestly, not surprising as to how low Twitch has become. I mean, we really shouldn't be surprised, okay? We really, really shouldn't be surprised, but they somehow manage to lower the bar, lower our expectations even more than what they already were. Like, it's actually insane. I mean, I don't know if Twitch is trying to speedrun themselves into oblivion, but damn, man, like, this right here is a massive, massive car crash, and ain't nobody looking away from this. Everyone's looking at you, Twitch. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I really don't even know what else I can say here. I mean, I am just honestly just so glad that I don't associate myself with Twitch. Never have, and I never will, especially with this type of bullshit here staining their credibility, or what very little credibility they have left. I mean, it's so minuscule and so small that I think a microscope would even have a hard time picking up on any trace of credibility that Twitch once had. Anyways, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it here for the video. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions about what we discussed here in today's video? Do you agree with my takes? Do you disagree with my takes? Either way, I always love to hear back from you amazing legends, because you guys are what brought your boy here in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to always remember that you guys are the big time MVPs. Not me. You guys are. But with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll see you guys next time.